So yeah, y'all. As a big Shannon Sharpe fan, watched him religiously on Undisputed, religiously on First Take. I love Nightcap. I tune in when I can. You know, it's the night times and I be streaming and stuff. So, I do what I can. And I look at Shannon Sharpe as a father figure. I'm not gonna lie. Shannon Sharpe is a morally great person. He is a genuine person, and I really appreciate the wisdom that he shares whenever he's on any type of platform. So I feel like I need to react to this on stream live with y'all. I only watched I watched until like the 11-minute mark, look, 10:54 minute mark right here, and I was reading the comments and it said it starts here. Like Shannon Sharpe calls out his fake friends versus the real ones, including Stephen A. So I'm in the content business. I'm willing to bet that this is just like the hook, like, the shock factor to bring people in. So I get it, you know what I mean? But I just want to see what he's talking about, because I find it very hard to believe that Shannon Sharpe would talk down on Stephen A. Smith. You know what I mean? Especially when Stephen A. has publicly supported him through this. And like I was saying in my previous videos when all this was going down, I don't know what happens behind closed doors with him. Only Shannon Sharpe and that girl know. You know what I mean? What I can say is I'm taking him at his word for it, because he there's no reason for him to lie, in my opinion. I've never seen him or heard him lie about anything else. So why would he start now? You know what I mean? And they settled it. It is what it is. What I'm thinking, he's into some kinky stuff. What that got to do with me? Him being into that has nothing to do with me. Him talking on First Take, Undisputed, Nightcap, stuff like that, the content that I have grown to really admire from him, that has something to do with me, because obviously I'm invested in that. I'm not invested in sex life. I don't care about that. No, I don't care. As long as it ain't with anybody underage, I'm good. Just because I would not date somebody that much younger than me does not mean, you feel me? No, that's just not me. So I feel like I should react to this live on stream. And we're going to get into it right now.
She said, you either walking into the storm, you in the storm, or you walking out of it.
Yes, sir.
She said, everybody going through something, son.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Come on now.
Boy. And when you in that storm, when you in the eye of the storm, the eye of the storm dropped down in New Orleans, Katrina. That was the eye.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't know if it's ever. Ever. Like, when is this going to be over? How much longer?
Man, hello.
Where do I go? When
That's
does
facts.
it end? What
Yeah. Hey,
But
the eye of the storm could be eye
Ocho, I read a quote many, many years ago. It said, a lesson that's not learned in blood is destined to be repeated.
Think about that.
I had a conversation with my brother probably about 2 months ago. And he called me. And I said, well, he knew what was going on, because I called him and told him or her the time. And then something else came out. And then something else came out. And then something else came out. Then ESPN came out.
My bad, y'all.
He said, Shannon,
My bad.
there's a lesson in here somewhere. For you to be going through what you're going through, there is a lesson. It's on you to figure it out.
Yeah.
I said, man, I sure wish he said, you know what? He said, no, that's not the plan. He said that if you knew what it was, you would circumvent the lesson.
Right.
He said, no, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He said, you'll figure it out. Yeah. And people, when y'all see me, I don't want y'all to have the wrong impression. But I'm just very guarded now.
I get that.
I'm very, very guarded. I was always on alert, but I'm on high alert, because I really don't know who I can really trust. Because what I've seen over the last 6 months, there are very few people that you can actually trust.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's real.
Very, very, very
That's
true.
real.
Man.
And there are people that said some things, and it's gotten back to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And you remember we had this conversation, Ocho, about being down, and then people feel like they can pile on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just very I'm very matter of fact. I'm very, hey, how you doing? It's nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going about I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm on my way, because I don't want people. Yeah, I had a conversation and Chef, because if you stay too long, Ocho, the more people, and this is what I had to learn, and somebody told me this.
Mm-hmm.
They say, Shannon, the more people you become involved with, the more stories there is to be told.
Mm.
Talk to him.
Circle got to be crazy small.
Facts.
The more people you're involved with, Shannon, the more stories there are to be told.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's real.
I like that.
I didn't know what was going to happen. I appreciate you, Ocho, because you're like, hey, when you text me, Unc, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to go through, we going through it. You ain't by
Hey,
yourself.
That's a
till the
real friend,
wheels
man.
fall the fuck off. Shit, you gave me
Boy.
opportunity.
See?
There are so many people, Ocho and Joe,
Where I'm going?
that used to call, that used to text.
Yeah.
I ain't heard from them since this happened.
Mm. But that's all right, though. That's all right, though.
Yeah. I feel bad
Yeah,
for
keep it
him,
moving,
man.
baby.
Maybe this is what, I don't wish this on anybody, but what it did do is
Show
it
people
really
who they
showed
are.
me
Mm-hmm.
who's really, really there.
That's
Right.
real.
There are a lot of people on the peripheral.
Mm-hmm.
When things were going well, when we were at the apex and
Mm-hmm.
getting invited to everything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ain't called. Ain't called.
Mm.
And I'm talking about, we were talking once a month, twice a month.
Right. Are we gonna come back?
But I see.
Yeah, and you know, I think about too, Unc and Joe. You had to think about, you know, Unc, what you had to go through. You know, I've been in the eye of that storm too now,
Mm-hmm.
We know.
big time in front of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to take my licks. I had to
You
take
got
my
it. You
wounds.
got it.
Got to.
And I had,
No.
hey, Joe,
Facts.
but them calls stopped. Ain't heard from
did.
nobody. My circle was always small, so my same circle was right there, you know, to lift me up. But I already knew I was finna sit for a minute,
Yeah.
for a long
No.
time. Joe, it was quiet, for maybe 6 years.
Yeah.
Well, you know how long 6 years is?
Yeah.
Hell
Ain't
yeah.
nothing coming. No, nothing. You just and then here we go. You give me an opportunity, you know, while everything is back going, motion is going good.
Yeah.
And then you think I had a nerve to jump ship just because you going through what I had to go through years ago. What the fuck I'm going? I know it. I know what it's like.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the chat. Everybody say Stephen A. No, I will say this.
Okay. Lock in.
Stephen A. has called me and been there every step of the way.
Like, come on, man.
I will say
Stop.
that.
This is the only thing, bro. Like, these clickbait captions. I know this is not Shannon. This is like more so on the editor's side. Like, I knew they was solid, but still, like, this is gonna get viewed. Like, I get it, bro. I get it. But something like this, me personally, the authenticity that factors into things like this, like it's real life big situations like this. I'm not trying to clickbait with titles, man. I get it. Like I said, I'm in the content business too, but situations like this, I don't know, man. I just wouldn't have done it. I guess that's the reason why I got 1,000 followers, 1,000 subs. You feel? I don't know, but
I will say Stephen A. have reached out. He's called, asked me anything. Juvie, he's like, man, Juvie just wanted to say, hey, that's his boy. He just wanted to say, hey, you good? Hey, you good? I'm good. I'm good. Look, I know a lot of people say a lot of things about Stephen A. All I can attest to is the way Stephen A. is with Shannon.
facts.
And he's been great because when I went through what I was going through at Fox, he was there.
Facts.
When I was going through what this, he was calling anything I can do. What can I do?
And that's the thing, bro. With this right here, with stuff like this, let me go full screen real quick. Because when I tell y'all there are people that are plotting on you all the time, you don't know who has your back at all. You don't know nothing, right? So I'm going to give y'all a little story time. So there was this girl that I was talking to, right? Talking to her, chilling, whatever. And she brought me in with her gaming friends, right? Brought me in, cool, whatever. It is what it is. We vibe and everything's cool, stuff like that. Her and I ended up falling out. So I'm thinking, it is what it is. Like, we fell out, we stopped talking, it is, whatever, right? And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, like, damn, am I really like gonna stop playing with them? Like, they cool people, whatever. Come to find out, she was telling them to block me, fuck me, do this, do that, all this other stuff, because I'm not a good person, like all this other stuff. And I'm like, yo, what? No, what? Why are you saying that? And come to find out, they was like, no, she's tripping. He didn't do anything wrong to me. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't mess up with us. Granted, y'all don't even know the business, but I didn't mess up with her anyway. But like, that's besides the point. That's way besides the point. But still, like, I didn't know them people for more than 3 to 4 months at that point in time. Now we kicking it all the time, playing the game together all the time. Those are my best friends, man. I love them people. And it's crazy that just because that happened, bro, it's crazy. It's wild. You really never know who has your back. And coming to find out all the stuff that she was talking about me, the one that we was talking about, everything's coming back. B and them friends, we cool. We real cool now. So I'm getting told a lot of information about certain things. And let's just say, I'm glad that that's over. I'm glad that that's over. I don't have nothing to do with any of that. I don't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? We good. Well, it's no beef or anything, no animosity, none of that. But if I would have went forward with her with that relationship, knowing what I know now, how she feels about me, I would have been the one looking crazy. You feel me? So you really never know who has your back behind closed doors. And that's why them friends that I got, man, nah, they gonna have to really be like, yo, fuck Will, I don't want nothing to do with him, he's dirty, he's ugly, like, stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they would really have to be saying some crazy stuff about him in order for me to cut them off. But they get some solid people around you, for real. Oh, it didn't go full screen? Whoops.
I won't get into private conversations that we have because that's between he and I.
Right.
But there are a lot of other people, a lot. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of the parcel of land. There were a few, quite a few. But you know what? I've been down before. This public lashing and ridicule and scorn and humiliation.
Been there.
Take your lumps. But it took me a while to realize, like, hold on. You call the people that you're closest to, brother, mom, sister, kids, best friend, Bucket Burns. You explain to them what? They say, bro, we good. Once I got to that, Ocho, you and I talked about this. Man, look, it is what it is. I'm gonna be all right.
I ain't even want to hear it.
The real solid one's gonna stay.
Sunshine
regardless.
follows rain.
What time the next show?
Right.
No, for real.
That's all I want to know.
Yeah.
What time is the next show?
That is exactly what he said. He did what he
That's the thing. That's when we was talking, like when I was talking about the story, I was like, yo, she really said that about me? She wanted y'all to block me? She wanted y'all to do this when I did nothing to y'all? Because I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't pile on to people, especially if we're not having a conversation one on one. And she doesn't have the ability to speak on her part. But still, like, I just gave y'all the base of the story. Like, really? That's what we doing? That's what she was on? Wow, that's crazy. And y'all stuck by me? I know y'all character. I know y'all character. And they kind of having a little, you know what I'm saying? A little back and forth right now. They not on the best of terms, but they'll get there. We all gonna be friends again regardless. But still, like, it's all good, man. But say that to say this, bro. All this stuff. I'm scared of my first controversy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna be taken out of context. I don't know what is gonna happen. But this content life, I know it's something's bound to happen. Something's bound to get clipped out of context. Something's bound to, feel me. And it just comes with the life. It comes with the territory of being a content creator. And I'm nervous for mine. I don't be doing nothing crazy. I really don't. I really don't. But that's just the life that it comes with. And once it happens, hey man, I'll know who's gonna be solid and stick by me. I know that's for a fact.